It's really nice because you can learn a lot from him, and he tries to teach everyone all his knowledge, and he's a really good teammate.
What's gone into you, Juwan, Thomas too? I guess you guys being able to sustain, the elevated level of play you guys have had really since the start of Big Ten play. What's enabled you guys to kind of sustain that these last couple months?
Just watching the upperclassmen and how they do it, and then learning from our coaches. We just learn from all of them.
To be a freshman and to see, to listen to the senior speeches, what does that mean to you to hear how much this program has meant to guys like Yogi?
It's nice to hear that and it's cool how much they care and how much basketball means to Indiana and all the tradition. So.
You've had a few days to just process it. What does it mean to you to be a Big Ten champ?
It's nice that all our hard work is paid off. But yeah, we're still not content. We want to keep going.
They're going to get you a bigger hat.
Hopefully, yeah.
Did you, going back to Hawaii and Duke, did you ever imagine this would happen? Did you guys even talk about a Big Ten championship back then, or was it?
No, we didn't really talk about it. We just talked about getting better each day, and we took it day by day.
What did you guys have to get better at?
Practice, and then in games, even when there's something good that happens along, if you mess up, he'll come to you and tell you, either win to Big Show or you have to Big Show even more, or you have to guard that man or get a rebound or anything. Yogi really wants his team to do good. He's a leader out there.
Thomas, can you talk about since Maui and how you progressed through the year?
Just keeping with the process. Maui wasn't the best deal for us, but we just kept improving. All we had to do was just stay with the process, listen to the coaches, and believe in ourselves, and that's what we did.
What's kind of allowed the freshman class to make the impact you guys have had, especially lately? You, Juwan, OG, all you guys have been.
Just really staying with the process and being tough, mentally tough, getting out there and listening, doing our jobs the way we know we have to do them, doing it for our team, and always being ready when our names are called.
What do you think of the atmosphere here today and the whole thing, the game and the seniors and everything?
Oh, it was great. The fans came out here. Right there with us behind our backs, they were right there with us when we were warming up, and the atmosphere was just great, with all the fans that come to support us. I give it all to them, because we wouldn't be there without them, and just how the seniors, how they prepared for this game too was great. Their preparation was outstanding.
You guys are going back to Bankers Life Fieldhouse this weekend. It seemed like that was kind of the scene where this whole season started to turn around, that second half against Notre Dame. I guess, was that really the turning point for the season when you guys came back out and figured it out against Notre Dame in that second half? Was that kind of the turning point for you guys?
A lot of people say it was a turning point. Either it was after the Duke game or after the Notre Dame game. I don't really remember the turning point for us. All I see was us just getting better each and every day. Stay with the process. Listen to the coaches and believe in one another.
Coach Green was in here talking about just how you weren't healthy enough in Maui yet to defend the way that he was trying to defend. So how hard were you on yourself at that time, just because you're hurting physically and you guys are struggling as a team?
Well, I was extremely hard on myself. I know for a fact I absolutely put more pressure on myself than I can deal with, and I'm always hard on myself. That's just the way I am as a player. I always want to. I'm a perfectionist. It's a curse that I have, but I always want to do everything right. When I couldn't do it in Maui, as soon as I got back, I got into my head to get as healthy as I can and help my teammates as fast as I can. In Maui they cannot be playing like that, and I rewatched the tapes so much to where I just had that fire and fuel in me to try and get better for my teammates.
If you look at these last 5 games where you've had the 5-game winning streak, you're one of the hottest teams in the country. What has not necessarily turned around, but what do you see as the key improvements over this period?
Really, the key improvements are just staying with the process. When we play defense out there, we play as a unit. We listening to the coaches. All of our preparation has gone really high, day by day. Game by game. We never take anything for granted right now, because we know it could be taken away from us any day. We don't want that.
How hard are you guys going to work as a team to get OG a hat that fits?
We gotta work real hard at that, you know. With that hair he has, it's hard.
It seems like there's been Indiana teams past that just put a lot of pressure on themselves because it's Indiana and there's a lot of external pressure. How are you guys able to have so much fun and play so freely? Where do you think that comes from, and what allows you guys to do that?
Mostly it's with the preparation, you know. When we work so hard, good things come out of it. And when the good things come out of it, it equals fun for us, you know. We play with so much enthusiasm. We get after each other each and every day in practice. You know, we compete so hard, you know, and we have such a fight in us to where we know when we go out there and fight, we're gonna have fun.
Thanks, Thomas.
What you know, Nick's speech kind of, I don't know, hit on kind of like a key moment, I guess it was. Was that the moment where the whole season kind of turned?
I don't know if it was the one moment, but it was something that kind of struck a chord. It was, just that whole experience, just Maui in general, was a learning experience, having such a young team, so many new pieces. Just the whole, that plus, going to Duke and going through that environment, I think we really grew from that. And, I think especially we learn the hard way, which is sometimes you have to do to be successful. And, you saw the same thing with Penn State, just we keep learning the hard way and we just try to keep getting better from it.
It seemed like watching you guys that after Maui, you guys kind of simplified some things defensively, and Kareem just kind of mentioned that you guys really weren't ready with 4 new guys on the front line to do that. How much did that help, just simplifying it to some things that would work and then kind of building from there?
It was a big help. We were trying to do a lot, and at the end of the day, just playing good unit team defense is really what we needed to do. And I think it's really paid off. Our defense has just grown exponentially as far as just how we're playing it, and how much tougher we are. I think it's that combined with the other stuff.
Why are you guys better on defense? I mean, it's kind of obvious visually, but
I think we're just connected. We've learned and gotten better. We've worked on it with coaches, just having everyone be on the same page, and that's been the key. So much about basketball is rotations and having each other's back and knowing when to emergency switch and all this stuff. And I think we're just kind of clicking there. Where in the past there were so many new pieces. Sometimes no one was really sure what to do. We've had a lot more clarity. Really making that adjustment.
What's the big key for the Big Ten tournament for you guys?
Big key. Well, the first big key was to get a good seed, and we got that down. So, but the next big key is just being able to play 3 games in 3 days. It's something new. You do an AAU, but it's just not the same.
Sure.
Thankfully we don't have to play from Wednesday like some of these 5 games in 5 days. That's ridiculous. Your bodies aren't. I don't care if you're Yogi Ferrell. Your body's not made for that. But yeah, just being able to have toughness, play together, keep that defense going, and all be on the same page.
How important was it for you to get a win here in your last game you played in Assembly Hall?
It was awesome. It was just kind of the cherry on top of something that's already been great. Obviously we didn't need it numbers-wise, but I think Coach, like I was saying in the media the other day, Coach did a great job of keeping us focused. Making sure we really valued this and knew how much it meant, and coming out and playing our hardest. So,
it meant a lot potentially for an NCAA tournament seed. I'm sure you weren't, or maybe were you looking at that a little bit that this would help beating a top 20 team in that type of setting?
It wasn't mentioned, but like me, being a veteran, I kind of understand how that works. A lot of guys just get so just human nature in general. You get so satisfied with what's right in front of you. You want a Big Ten, you can relax, but Coach does a great job of keeping us focused, like I was saying, and really understanding that there's a bigger picture here, and to get what we want to do, every day counts, practice, games, whatever it is.
You probably already answered this, but having won 2 Big Ten championships and winning another one, how do you go about heading into tournament play with this team? What do you tell these guys, and what do you emphasize?
For me, I just, I think we're a dangerous team because we've seen just about everything. Whether it's playing at Duke, whether it's going through troubles in Maui, whether it's, losing to a Penn State team, and, the tough wins we have had coming back to Notre Dame, being down, knowing we can, come back. But I think, we've just done, such a great job. I just got to, keep reminding the guys how good we are, what we can do, keeping us focused. When things start going wrong, not get on our heels. Stay aggressive. Be the team that people, will be scared of. Don't be the team that we aren't. And lose a lead or whatever that might happen.
With so many guys able to hit threes, what does that do for you guys offensively outside of the obvious spacing?
Besides spacing, it's spacing is the main thing, but it's being able to spread the defense out, pulling the bigs out. You saw it with Purdue. You saw it today with Thomas. I don't know what he did between the legs, step back three. I was like, okay, Thomas, you're feeling that way today, huh? But it's just it makes it a lot easier for the guards to get penetration. It makes it easier for to bring the bigs out of the lane, so we can just get our passes and get penetration and kicks, and just the whole offense really, the ball move a lot better. So it's a real benefit.
Indiana hasn't played